Hello and thanks for joining me for some Project Zomboid today. Going to show you how to build a boardwalk base that's pretty much impenetrable. This is a follow-up to my previous video, which will be in the same playlist that shows you my backdoor to Louisville. So just showing you where we are right now down here. And I basically built a boardwalk all the way up here. But in this video, I'm just going to show you how to get it started off. It can be a little bit tricky. So things that you're going to need. You're probably going to want an axe or lots and lots of planks. You're going to want some nails. You are going to want a sledgehammer and at least level 6 in carpentry to get started. Okay, so I've got a bunch of planks on the floor here. So we're going to start off by building some stairs. And actually, I will just quickly demonstrate one thing real quick. So we want our boardwalk to be a tile away from the shore, but how do you get out there? Now you could do something like this, but this doesn't really work too well. So we can build a floor out, and we can build another floor out here. And then you might think, well, we'll disassemble this one. Disassemble it. Okay, but that doesn't really work because it leaves a patch of ground and the zombies can walk across there. You can build a composter there that will stop them getting across, but we're not going to do it that way. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with some stairs up here. So if you don't have access to a sledgehammer, then you could do it that way and just build a composter in that spot, as long as you don't move the composter. But we want this ledge to be along that water line. And we're just going to grab... You also might want to check and make sure that you've cleared all the zombies that are around the area too. Just don't want them interrupting. We are going to grab ourselves a bunch of planks. All the planks that we can carry. We're also going to want a couple of sheet ropes. At least 4. Although it doesn't hurt to have spare, and I'll explain why in a moment. Alright, so we are with an extremely heavy load, so do make sure that you have cleared out the zombies in the area beforehand, and be very careful coming up here, because if you drop off that ledge with a heavy load, you're likely to break a leg. So we're going to start off here with this wooden fence, and we're going to pop that on the end here, and we're going to right click that, and we're going to add an escape rope. Now we're going to build a floor here. Going to build another floor. And we are going to build a fence there. Now be very careful. If you fall off the side here, you will be stranded in the water. And that'll be game over for you. So we're going to add another escape rope there. Now we can actually climb down here. And we're on this square of water, but we can't go anywhere. Alright, so if you fell down here, that's it. Without that escape rope, you're stuffed. Alright, so now that we've done that, what we're going to do is we are going to fence this off. Just so that we don't, just to make it easier so that we don't actually accidentally fall off, we can traverse that pretty easy. I mean, you can use the walk too, if you don't want to fall off. But I'm too lazy to do that. So I'd rather have fences. Do need more planks. So do have a bunch of logs here ready. Let's grab a couple. Actually, before we do that, we do have our ropes up. We are going to grab our sledgehammer. And we're going to knock out this stair. Alright. We don't need the sledge anymore for the moment, so I'm just going to drop it there for now. And now we'll grab ourselves some logs. Now I did show a map in the last video showcasing the other end of the base, or what this base would end up like once I'd finished it. And on that map I did show the route that I took to get here, which also includes a nice easy spot to find some of these big backpacks and some tents. Now this character is an outdoorsman and also claustrophobic, so we are going to unstack one of these stacks here. And just saw one of them for now. Pop down here. What we'll do is we'll put a floor here. You do want to make sure that there is a space, alright, a space of water between. Sometimes it can be dodgy on these corners and the zombies can get across, but usually it's fine. So from here, I'll unstack all of these down here. And we'll saw all of these. Most of these planks will just go on the ground here. We'll have some in our inventory. So shove that into our secondary backpack. We have more logs there. Let's just unstack those ones. Saw that one. And I'll just have a quick bite to eat. Don't have enough room in my bags to pull out my fry pan. That's okay. Alright, so we'll eat in a minute. So I finished putting up these fences. good idea to have some spare sheet ropes up here. Now the zombies, they cannot climb up here, but they can tear down these sheet ropes. And especially at the start, if this is your only way out onto the boardwalk and they tear down that rope, then you're stuffed. So, well, you can jump over, but you could break a leg or something. But anyway, leave a few spare sheet ropes there. Now what we're going to do, now do I have room? Pull out my food yet? Yep. And pop the saw in there. So this is not 100% safe just yet. Until we get at least one more exit off of this. But this is how I start the boardwalk. And I mean, we're completely safe here, but if that entrance gets surrounded, we may be trapped here. So that's one thing you do got to watch until we actually get another exit up and running. So we're just going to build this way for a little bit. Alright, now we're going to build a wooden crate. We're just going to build it straight on the water. That's fine. Works just fine. Build another floor here. Going to build in a floor there. That's put our generator on. Now I only have one generator in the car, and I don't actually have anything that uses a generator in the car. I couldn't fit it in, but generator would be for a fridge and a microwave, and I usually end up putting 2 generators so that I can turn one off, fuel it up, and still have one going while I'm doing that. So I usually put 2 spaces for a generator, and we'll just keep building along here. So let's see here. All right. I'll pop another crate here. Grab some more planks. And we are extremely heavy loaded. That's fine. Actually, what I'll do, just quickly, it doesn't matter how full your inventory is. If you've got a tent that's set up, you can take it down and it'll go into your inventory no matter how much, even if you don't have space for it. Let's pop the fry pan away. Don't have room for it. That's fine. Keep going. Now, while we are extremely heavy load, any walking and running around that we're doing, we are getting strength experience. I'm going to pop up the tent right there on the water. Works just fine. So now we can sit down and take a rest any time that we need to, but we don't need to right now. So let's continue on. Now actually, you know what? Don't actually want that crate there. Waste of a plank. It's okay. grab that plank if we can. We can't. Alright, no worries. Keep building along. Alright, and we'll put the crate over here. Keep building up. Now remember, we come across a bit where we're going to get next to the edge, then you're going to want to build outwards a bit. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop down a composter here. There's level 1, or one more level of carpentry gives us level 7, which is enough to build a bar element, which we'll do in a moment. Actually, let's do that now. See if I can grab this plank yet. Yep. We'll take down that tent, and I'm going to put it up here. Alright, let's drop these planks. Any planks in here? 4 in there. Alright. So we can build a bar element over here. Or you could build a crate. So what does the bar element take? Takes 4 planks. The crate takes 3. Crate actually fits more in it. So I'm just going to do a crate for now. But I'm going to pop that here. Alright. So let's hop up here. Actually, I'll drop off my backpack first. It's going to be picking up something pretty heavy in a minute. So let's just drop my main backpack there. Pop up here. Pop down here. Alrighty. Let's hop in the car. On one of these seats. So we've got a generator. So take that. I don't know if I can grab that gas can. So I'll hop back up here. Alright, so in this crate is where I would store my gas. On here, drop a Jenny, and I filled it up before I put it in the car. So it saves a bit of space because then, you know, it's already got fuel in it. We'll connect it up. I don't really have anything that uses power just yet, so I'm not going to turn it on. Whoops. Too quick on the draw there. But that's ready to go. I'd plonk a second one down here. Plonk a microwave on top of there if I had one. And any food in there. Let's pop back in the car on this other seat. Got an antique oven. Gonna grab that. We don't have space for that. Just gonna pop my saw in there. Pop that in there. We've got our ropes, that's why. Okay, so now if you don't know, you've got ropes and you can use sheet ropes as well. You need 2 ropes and you can stack up your logs. It makes it easier to carry them. Only 3 there. Grab one of those. Bring it across to this lot of 3. Make a 4 stack. Still got a couple of ropes there. Which I will chuck in that bag for later. Alright, so now let's see if we can pick up our oven. Yep. Which once again is extremely heavy. So just watch out for any Zeds that are hanging around. And we are just gonna put this oven down right there on the water, because cast iron floats. There we go. Grab a couple of these planks. Grab 4 of them. I think is enough. And I need my nails, which are in my backpack. I'll equip that. Alright. Back down to carpentry. Fire element straight over the top. Just like that. Now we have storage. And we have access to the oven. So I'm going to grab one of these planks here and we are going to drill it with either a knife or a screwdriver. Going to grab another one and turn it into sturdy sticks. And we're going to chuck those straight into there. Chuck my fry pan in there. Pour that water into my bottle. Let's fill that up. These can go in there along with that. The cooking pot can go in there in the oven. Okay. So now I'm just going to grab some of these rip sheets. Scrap electronics are used for fixing the generator. Dirty rags and rip sheets. We'll make ropes out of them, I think. And we'll just rip these ones. Grab these. And I do have a couple of traps set up down here. You can set them up on the boardwalk. But as I hadn't built the boardwalk yet, they are down here. Getting a little bit on the sad side. Have a smoke. Alright, so here's my traps down here. Always leave a bag full of baits and trapping equipment next to wherever I put my traps. Couple of birds here. Let's rip those. Alright, let's get back. Getting a bit on the hungry side. So there will initially be a few zombies walking around here, but not too many. Let's see. Have a food bag somewhere. Kitchen bag doesn't have that much food in it. Grab that. Grab all these sheets as well. And I did do a bit of fishing earlier. So let's slice these up. Alrighty. Up the rope. And every time we're walking around with an extremely heavy load, which is quite safe to do while you're on the boardwalk, get exhausted, you can just sit down and have a rest. You'll be gaining some strength experience. Alright, so we are going to add all of these dirty rags as fuel. So now if you do this, if you pick up the oven, you won't be able to put it back underneath the counter. You'll need to rebuild the whole thing. We'll add the ripped sheets as well, which is another 6 hours. Alrighty. Now I don't have a fridge just yet, so these fish and meat, and normally this is not going to be a full playthrough. Normally I would cook these first just for the experience, but not going to worry about it right now. Just going to make a stir fry. Bit of game, bit of fish. If you put too much of the same thing in a stir fry, then actually let's pop our food bag down. Just going to plonk that on there. Could empty it into the container, but we can access the stuff from it. We can open that. them eggs in there. I'm just going to pop these electronics in there for the moment. Alright, back to our stir fry. And let's add an egg to it. So add some beef jerky. Some herbs. Chuck it in the oven. Now this is one thing you can't do with barbecue. Got the sturdy stick and the wooden plank in there, you can just light it straight away. You'll take the notched wooden plank and the sturdy stick out. You can use a lighter and a sheet, but as a smoker, I don't like to use up all my lighters or my matches, and the oven does light up the area as well. Alright, so won't get too far away. Do have a spear on the ground out here somewhere. So grab that. Get back here. So the only thing is you can't really select. Oh, well, you can select it by the stack. But if you're having trouble selecting the oven, just select it from here. So we can do a spot of fishing while we're waiting for our food to cook. It's not the best time for fishing, but it's something to do while keeping an eye on your food. So I'll come back to you once this is cooked. It'll just be a moment. Alright, so the food is cooked. So we'll eat half of that. Pop that in my backpack. Pop up my water bottle. Pop that back in there. Put my spear there for the next time I'm cooking something. Didn't catch anything. Doesn't matter. Alright. It is midnight, so we will take a snooze. Now if there are zombies nearby, you won't be able to sleep. So, good idea to have a firearm on you. But let's continue with the building. So let's equip that. All right, fill these up. I had a few extra planks and logs up here too, I think. All right, grab those. So normally what I would do is I would plonk down a fridge there. Don't have one in the car, couldn't fit it. But basically it'll just sit on the water just like the stove does. This crate here I would use for things like medical supplies, clothing, etc. next to my tent. So grab these planks. So the next thing we're going to do is our farming area. So we're just going to keep building along. making sure that we keep that one tile of water. Gonna build a square there. Alright, so normally what I would do, let's just go up a bit further. Now if I build something, if I build a crate or anything in there, the zombies will attack it and destroy it. But we can fit one there. So I normally put a crate down for my farming equipment and just keep building further along. Alright. So just going to drop these logs here. Drop those planks there for the time being. Alright, so I'd normally do about 5 of these. There's a couple of ways that we can do this. You can come out here with a shovel or a trowel and a sack, and you can collect some dirt and pour the dirt out here. Or we can just disassemble this floor. What I'm going to do. Now it will have a difference, so I will actually just grab a sack and just show what the difference is. So I think I've got a bag full of farming stuff. I will take those. Farming bag here somewhere, that'll be it. Let's just drop that. Grab a sack. I'll just grab some dirt. Do need a trowel. A trowel or a shovel. I did have a garden fork that didn't really work. Okay, so you get the option to take some dirt. You do that over this bush, it'll actually get rid of the bush. I'm just going to grab one, but you can fit 4 lots of dirt in there. Actually, I want that rest of that gardening bag as well. So we'll just grab that. Okay. You can also take dirt from that spot as well. Like so. Take some dirt. And we can pour out some dirt on here. And it does have a bit of a visual difference. So you can't actually see it. However, we can walk on it. But anyway, let's re-equip this. And we're just going to shove all of that stuff into that crate. And our sack. Open the cabbages. Alright, so cabbages I usually use. They grow a lot quicker than carrots. And see, because that's where we poured the dirt, even though you can't see it, we can dig a furrow there. So cabbages I find are pretty good for trapping. You'll catch rabbits with the cabbages. But they also grow a lot quicker than carrots do. And you can bait 3 or 4 traps with one cabbage and still have a tiny bit left over. So chuck the rest in there. And I also usually grow some potatoes as well. But I'm not going to worry about it for this. Is just an example video. We'll grab our watering can, which holds a fair bit of water. I didn't sow them. Okay. Sow our cabbages. So potatoes, I usually grow for my own cooking. So they tend to last quite a while. Now we can water these. And we'll just fill up the watering can again. Fill it up again. But once you've got a steady flow of cabbages coming in, you'll always be able to trap some rabbits. These will take a while to grow. Grab that stuff. Alright, and we're just gonna plonk our watering can down there. So I'd normally do like a couple more plots and do some potatoes. But like I said, not going to worry about it. We'll have a bite to eat. And a smoke. Alright. So now, to make this safe, I mean it is safe, zombies can't get us, but if we get a horde that's like crowded around that entrance, then we're trapped here. We won't starve, because we'll be able to fish, well, unless our spear breaks. So good idea to bring some extra branches up here. But ideally, we want a second staircase. So we're going to need those extra logs. So let's go grab those. Put the fry pan away. Should have put my seeds away. I'll put the trowel away. Alright, let's equip that primary. Equip that secondary. Should be able to fit 2 of these in each one. May as well grab a branch or 2 as well to turn into spears. I usually pick up the twigs, add them all to the firewood. Not going to worry about it at the moment. Should probably have the shoddy as well. And I'll take a few of these. Take all of them. All right. So, what I'm going to do is continue building up there. So I'll take a seat. Actually, let's get rid of these cabbage seeds. So unstack all of these. We'll pop those ropes away. We will saw all these logs. I'm going to keep building up this way until we're up along this little clearing. That's basically where I'm going to put the next set of stairs. So I'll do that. I won't make you watch me. I'll come back in a moment and then we'll get our exit strategy built. So I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I've built up to the little clearing here. I don't want to build in there. We won't be able to see any zombies around. I did also stop to cook up another stir fry. But, alright, so what we want to do now, I'm going to build a floor here. Build another floor here. And then we're going to build our stair. Now we could build it there. But I prefer to build it on this side. And then, whoops, we'll build floors along here. Because at least this way, if we get zombies under our bridge, we can reach them with a spear sometimes, or we can at least get rid of them easy enough. And I would continue up that way. But what I also like to do is take a tent kit and plonk it right under there. That way, if it's raining, we can sort of sit down and rest, and it'll be underneath a little bridge that we have. So let's just load up on planks. Alright, so once again, do want to be careful. If we fall off that side, you will land in the water and you will be stranded. So let's build up a fence. So pop a fence there to stop us from falling there. Another one here. Pop down a floor here. Fence this off. So this bit of floor that I'm standing on is over the top of that path. This bit of floor is over this section of water. Fence. Now you can still jump over that fence and fall. But at least just by running around, you're not going to fall off it too easily by accident. Oops, not there, on the end. Hopefully I've got enough planks on there. And one more there. And my dude is getting a bit caught, a bit tired, but that's okay. Alright, I'm just going to drop the rest of my planks down here. Grab these sheet ropes. And we're going to add our escape rope. Add a second one. Now sometimes it doesn't actually go on there properly. So if we remove it, go again. And now this end one can be a bit finicky. You've really got to find the right sort of spot to be able to put it on there. Is that it? No. Sometimes you may actually have to remove it. So the end bit can be a bit finicky. Well, I won't worry about it, but we can climb down here. We've got 2 ropes. So there we go. This base is now safe. Just make sure you do keep some spare ropes. So if this entrance gets surrounded by a horde, you can always get off at the other end and vice versa. But pretty much on our way to self-sufficiency. All I'd do from here is I would pop in a fridge or freezer there, a microwave on there, and as you go up, build some more storage. And later on, I would actually set up traps just by building a little floor, setting some traps. If you have a look at the previous video in this playthrough, I do show you the trapping that I have set up there. Can trap animals on the water. But anyway, this has been a pretty long video. Hope you learnt something. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.